que me han dado opciones para seguir construyendo donde estoy o irme. Y creo que voy a construir. Pero bueno, que eso es otro rollo. Como encima la putada es que la capturadora no me pilla la Switch. Si no lo enseñaba, es que tengo el juego en la Switch. Entonces, F. Te queda juego para lo. Sí, sí. Si el juego es largo, tiene pinta de ser largo. Y le metí una hora de horas también impresionantes. Pero que se te va el juego así. En el tiempo. En fin. Vamos al final. Que estábamos para ir a las ciudades libres. Creo que he hecho casi todas las secundarias que había que hacer. Hola, señor Blag. Y tiene cara de esmirría otra vez, ¿eh? Y el otro parece que tiene bigote, chaval. Un bigotón así. Ah, pues no, mira, teníamos misiones que hacer. En fin. Recaderos fantasy.
Because I have a mind to make a
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an Eldred Evis are aggressive beasts, compelled as they are to acts of violence.
Do you want to say?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first. Dread Evis skin is a rare
El
thing.
Timoravis.
But the worked hide of a well-aged beast. Bring me that beast's skin and...
All right.
Of course you will. When one lives in such... Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, I eagerly await your safe and above all triumph.
Y hay otro más que quería algo, ¿no? ¿Dónde vas? Chan, 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 chan.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Bueno, por lo menos es algo útil.
Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Hombre, la medallita.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal
De la
themselves
llave al
to you,
PC.
if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Ya vamos 8 así, no sé. Ya puedo ir a la Liga Pokémon, supongo.
To Canva then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seems very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Josh.
A ver. ¿Dónde está el señor de la misión? Este no es Pokémon Fantasy. Pero recaderos tampoco, y aquí estamos. Aquí a la vuelta de la esquina. ¿Aquí no hay nadie?
Steve. Focused, will you? One slip with that scrape and the hunter's hard work will be.
A ver, ¿quién es el que me pide ayuda aquí? ¡Que no hay nadie! Ah, será arriba. Es que va a ser arriba. Joder, macho.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
Este es el señor.
They're fantastic. You there?
¿Quién es, hombre? A ver.
Finally. No one
Is something wrong?
at the university. The students would hang on my every word.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most in my
A contar sus
age,
batallitas.
no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. The answers I seek lying. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the
Que quiero que tengo que... ¿Qué? Que tengo que subir
Climb the
escaleras.
stairs
and memorize a few? Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues.
Madre mía.
3 of them, to be precise. One each to... I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering, namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique...
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest.
A leer piedrecitas. Ya lo último. Esta es una. Esta se podía haber acercado, que está al lado. Hijos de los cazadores, de la tierra ahora labradores, cosechad la bendición prometida y dad gracias por sus muchos dones.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Y este también. Que es andar un poquito,
Thank you for the deal, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Nómadas de las llanuras áureas, arraigaos firmes en la piedra. Recordad con orgullo vuestro noble pasado y haced un hogar de esta tierra.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the elk?
Mira, la única que puedo decir que vale igual sí,
Scratch on them.
esas, porque tienes que subir unas cuantas escaleras, vale. Pero las otras...
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes to download.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
Guardianes del cristal, de Tabor primigenios cimientos, sacra vuestra noble sangre es, y perpetuada sea en los tiempos.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar.
Vaya misión más chorra, ¿eh? Esta es una misión chorra. Hoy está cerrada la ventana, ¿eh? No creo que oigáis lluvia o así. Oye, que estábamos al lado, ¿eh? Ay. Estábamos al lado, tío. Me hubiese salido mejor ir andando. Madre mía, chaval.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn? Let's start with the
Guardians?
The Republic? Are you certain? These...
That can't be right.
Pero guardias de cristal. Los grandes guardianes Moguri.
The great...
take...
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. I'm pretty sure that would...
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descended, but whatever could have driven the engraving.
Novedades de las auroras áureas.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains. Lay your roots in stone. Or...
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor. It's God. This is proving most enlightening.
Al gran rey Moguri 13. No sé quién es.
Children of the Hunter.
Danzan cogidos de la mano.
Right, surely.
I'd rather suspect.
Children of the Hunters. Now tillers. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding. 3 engravings. 1 for guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far.
Me lo hago por recompensas, que si no... Me va a dar un cacho meteorito. Como siempre. Pues no, una moneda bestialidad. Bueno, pues ahora podemos ir a hacer la otra misión.
Beneath the flood, yes. And not a stone.
Madre mía, bien lejos, ¿eh? ¡Ay, otra carga! Bonita imagen. Sí, ¿eh? ¿Y qué es? ¿Un moguri retocho o qué? ¿Un moguri todo cachas? Ufa. Ah, qué guay. Vamos, Ambrosio. Vaya lagazos. Vaya pegadazo de lagazos. ¡Ay! El 14 es online, ¿no? No juego ningún Final Online, la verdad.
Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Pollas. Y pollas por 2. Ah, me lo he comido. Es un poco densa, pues este tiene una pinta. Pues sí, algún día habría que dar una oportunidad también.
Off my hands, the better.
Con fuegos artificiales. ¿Pero qué? ¿Es mítico juego que hay que pagar mensualmente? Es que si es así ya se me quitan las ganas. Como el LOL. No sé cuál juegos online. Buah, pues entonces ahí se va a quedar. Ahí se va a quedar. Porque eso me mete presión. A mí. Me suele meter presión de juego. Estás pagando por un juego. Dale caña. Y paso.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let...
Que si le vas a dar me parece bien, ¿eh? Si vas a estar ahí dándole está bien, pero... Si luego no vas a tener ni tiempo ni ganas y luego tienes que pagar o si no, no puedes entrar es como... Pues vale.
This is everything I had hoped for and more. Clearly my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have best joined me.
I don't plan.
Very well.
Que me importa 3 cojones la misa, venga, va. Cien pieles de bestia. ¿Dónde cree que me lleve yo todo eso? ¿En serio? A mí me suele pasar también, ¿eh? Cuando un juego me engancha mogollón, le doy mogollón y luego lo abandono, porque ya no tengo nada más que hacer. Vale, esto era para subirme la barra. de Ifrit. Ah, pues mira, y encima me manda un logro. No creo que pase nada, pero vamos a darle, total. Cómprate el bestia este. Sí. Y lo voy a cambiar por la llama. Que está muy bien este, ¿eh? Cuando está ahí noqueados, pero... Lo voy a usar para lo mismo. Es que me sobraban ya puntitos.
This is no time to ride.
¿Cómo que no? ¡Ambrosia!
This is no time to ride.
¿Cuándo es? Ahí tengo la barrita nueva. Eso lleva a algún lado amplio.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Quiero mirar una cosa, hermano. ¡Hermano!
Be safe.
Esto queríamos mirar, hermano. Manada, ¿eh?
My side, Togo.
Que me revientan. ¿Sabes qué te digo? A volar todo el mundo, hombre. ¡Joder, gilipollas!
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Nada, vámonos.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Una escoria que la he visto por casualidad, pero mira, está bien. Así ya la tengo hecho. Orcos.
Then let us be rid of them.
¿Sí? ¿Tú crees? Más orcos.
Get surrounded.
Clive. Smoke.
Humo.
Is the city fallen?
Sí, esto lo vimos ayer. Si viene el lore,
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Tirorito, tiro. Tiro, tirorito, tiro. ¿Y eso? ¿Y esto? ¿Y esto? Madre mía. Menos cortarrollos, ¿eh? No, se viene cortarrollos. Se viene secundarias ahora. No quería. Ya basta de secundarias. Cortarrollas. O sea, cortarrollos, tío. Que unas pocas, no tantas. Que tuviera algo de sentido. Es que la de montar ayer, la del... La balanza fue... La que no pasa nada por hacerla. El problema es las cargas estas. No, sí, ya veo ya. Tío, con lo maniático que soy, que me gusta tenerlo limpio antes de seguir. Qué bueno. Ya me pueden dar luego un arma de destrucción masiva para hacerlo todo. O algo tochísimo. ¡Venga! Además, teniendo a Joshua, que me ayude con los recados, hombre. Estamos tontos. Ya, eso supongo. ¿Qué pasa, Marta?
Ah, Clive.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the... Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems our barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals, but we ain't got nowhere for them to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chalk. I'd build them a new barracks here, but where would I put them? They're just... Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are...
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's been more and more of them turning up lately. But there's only so many we can shelter with. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with.
¿Qué quieres que haga?
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about it.
It was a tragedy. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be...
I suppose you're...
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den.
Pues nada, a cazar al bandido.
They'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon...
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully them.
And I know the men will I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Of course. Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
Sir Wade.
So Wade.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your...
That's right. Though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us. And then there are the bearers. Men and women who found the courage to flee their masters, and we need somewhere to settle them. And I can think...
As can I, which is why I agreed to help.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most... With you beside us, we shall soon send that...
So?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them.
Menos de una docena.
At our last, and rather less
Es un buen trabajo para el
Bajamo. Will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that...
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who can't. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself.
The Akashic are the bigger risk.
Well, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on it.
All right.
We shall see you there.
Gracias, venga, va. Pues a matar bandidos.
No here.
3 juncos. Es por aquí, ¿verdad? Pues no. Joder. Quería evitar esto. Y no tengo chuches apenas. Bueno, sí tengo, pero no a veces tengo que comer gominolas todos los días. Me quedo sin chocolate. Bueno, pues hoy Coca-Colas. Hostia, qué rápido ha cargado. Buenos días.
Who the hell are you?
Kill them! You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences.
¿Dónde está el mago? Dios.
That's the end of that then.
Eso no eran 12,
Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Let's try. Over here.
¡Oh, qué bonito! Ya he visto que el gigafulgor funciona también con el rayo.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
Todo funciona con el
You were
rayo.
watching.
Ya veo ya.
I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the guard...
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away.
Of course. I'll send orders. Leave it with me, my lord.
Pues nada, ya está. Que vuelva a vivir. Momentos más tarde.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked
Son
way with the
libres, sí.
place.
Y este encima ha vuelto a su casa.
Masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again.
So wait. Lady Hannah is better, if you don't mind. I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding.
Of course.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send...
And we will, my lord.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
A cobrar la misión. Y a comernos la carga. Bueno, eran 3 misiones las que tenía que hacer. Ya tenemos una hecha. Vamos al siguiente sitio. Marta, amiga mía.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot. What's all this about? Some shape-shifting nightmare? On second thoughts, don't tell. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you...
I suppose it will be.
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither if it's food or lumber or strong backs...
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to.
No, pero estaba ahí el signo de misión. Entonces, ¿qué quieres que haga, mujer? No hacía falta, pero hazla. A ver, ahora tenemos que ir o aquí, al mercado de Boklad. Ahí donde está el bujero. Pues vamos al bujero, me gusta. Que todavía no me ha explicado por qué está ese bujero de la hostia. O sea, sí algo se ha dicho, pero... ¿Pero ah? Bueno, pobres chavales, estoy viendo que están jarreando y los están haciendo ahí correr debajo de la lluvia. Pobrecillos. No. Me hago todo igual. Es una saga que no me importaría jugar desde el comienzo, ¿eh? Venga, gracias. A ver, ¿quién requiere mi ayuda? A mi espalda. Hombre, los hermanos.
Clive, your timing. It just so happens that right at this very moment.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a
I'm
¿A
listening.
quién tengo que matar ahora? A ver.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers, none remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under, but the army too is in disarray and finds itself unable to provide for its new child.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for...
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere, and we believe we have found one.
Cascloch.
Cashlock. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the
And so, we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to...
Pues nada, venga.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests.
Of course. Leave every...
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't I?
I'll do my best.
A matar más bichitos para librar otro
You'll
pueblo
find a
fantasma.
village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for
All right.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Está muy lejos. Uf. Mira que no quiero usar los obeliscos, pero es que me obligan. Bueno, no tarda tanto.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Hola, bichitos. ¿Qué me ha pasado? Espérate. Buenas. Quebrada de Dracos.
been a nice place once.
Se ha matado el chocobo, el pobre. ¡Ay! A volar todo el mundo. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! Me da mierda de esquives, te lo juro. Chimpún. Enemigos derrotados.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad.
Pues nada. A cobrar la misión. Mientras sean así rapiditas está bien. No me quejo. Y luego la otra misión también será lo mismo de ¡ay, no se encarga, que no tengo sitio! ¡Libera un pueblo! Algo así será. Mercado Boklad.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
¿Qué pasa?
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give...
I shall.
¿Quién eres tú?
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him.
It's done.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I will. She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right.
Chanchullos, aquí entre hermanos.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashland.
Thank you, Clive. Here. Well then, now that you have laid the ground, I suppose we'd better... The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearer...
You're still in negotiation?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have... I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with, but we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any.
I'm not sure I do.
Bueno, no quiero más misiones de tu parte, gracias. Espero que lo hayas entendido.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise, and judging by her reaction earlier,
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven, but this was not the life my sister wanted, nor I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake.
¿Cuántos son, no? De
She
repente.
freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises,
She loves you.
and I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, these bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson.
¿Esta? ¿Se acabó la chapa? A ver, siguiente ubicación. A Lost Wing. Uy. Ahora encima carga en negro. La carga en negro. Estoy poniendo una tienda por chuches, Es que solo tengo gominolas. Ese es el problema, no tengo ni patatilla ni Pero igual un momento me escapo. Venga, por favor, pantallazos en negro aquí. Sí, voy a acabar muy fofo. Pero bueno.
You know what you have to do. Clive. I fear that, as you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justices, before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal,
soy 2006.
I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. But his revenge, really?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have... My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight, but there are those among us who cannot fight. Children. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not like... And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live, even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case...
Understood.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. And may Griga guide us.
Creo que va a haber un 3, ¿verdad?
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Digo yo que es por ahí, ¿no? Sí. Chocobo, hombre. Te queda un logro por montar 1000 veces en ambrosía o algo así.
No need to ride from here.
Hola.
Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling... If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, and if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see Jack.
I hope so too.
Oi!
¿Qué pasa?
You lot! Where's everyone else?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get... It ain't just a black shield protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster! They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message, they're all gonna fucking die!
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do it.
Yo puedo ir a matar a ese bicho, ¿no?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Tío, el infierno.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you...
¡Está a 1 kilómetro! Vamos a acercarnos un poco. ¡Hostia, qué rápido! Madre mía. Así tenían que ser las cargas, macho.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Hombre, hoy ha habido actualización, igual algo tiene que ver. Miau. Tiroriro. ¿Dónde está ese perro? Muéstrame ese perro. ¿Qué quieres que mire?
Don't tell me we're too late.
¿No? Pues sí. Me llegó tardísimo.
Quinton, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my... They followed me, without question, all...
This must be the guard dog. Quinton. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
¡Que te pires, coño!
Comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no more guard dog.
No. Just a relic beast that needs to be put down.
¡Joder! Me está dando bien. Joder. Que vuelvas, puto perro. Bueno, era un bengal realmente.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I
Un carnicero.
just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice?
¿Se te hizo algo personal?
My
No.
faithful comrades.
Pues me decía morir.
All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh,
You.
and so are you. And I hate to say it, but it's Lostwing.
No
Been
jodas.
flooded.
What?
Ahí no es habitable los Wing.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
El otro.
Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Over here!
Que me va un poco lentito, el juego. Ollas. Esto tenía reserva para vosotros, hombre. Me he cargado que estaba allí todo lejos.
I need to find Quentin.
¿Dónde está Quentin Tarantinen? Pues el tío se ha muerto ahí.
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the founder. He hasn't turned.
Momentos más tarde.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lost Wing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's...
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why?
¿Dónde vas ahora?
All that I strove for is gone. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you.
I prayed, and you did. Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we...
Your village may be lost, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? Why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you.
Esa señora no está muy de acuerdo, ¿eh?
Lost Wing
Tiene una cara de mosqueada.
It was all of...
It was.
Y no dice
As
nada.
long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new...
Voy a decir eso tampoco, ¿eh?
A fresh start. One life ends, and why just a village? We could build towns. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we...
Please. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Ahora sí, ¿no?
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but... And I have a feeling that this year's vintage, if you don't mind waiting...
I look forward to it.
A cambio quiere vino. Pues nada. Alito del viento. Ya está. Se acabaron las secundarias. Por ahora. Pues nada. Vamos aquí. Ciudades libres de Camber. Felicidades, has terminado esa zona. Bien. A ver qué pasa ahora. Antigua Camber. Distrito de almacenajes. Almacenes. Almacenes.
Sounds like thunder.
Me va a dar por detrás muy fuerte.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Ah, mira, el tío.
Good
Mira a
to
mí.
see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time.
Es muy
Name's
pesada.
Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Uy, que se enamoró.
Hey?
¡Ya! ¡Es que no le pega nada! Está reconociendo a Joshua.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Uy. El brote no está nada emocionado, ¿eh?
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive.
Hmm.
We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Posiblemente.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long.
Hay que luchar.
We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship? The Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Bueno, pues a ver qué pasa. Sangre.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors.
Qué buen título.
They don't stand a chance against those things.
Esto loco. Ah, que son orcos esos. Buenos días. Ataques de área. Ah, mismo no. Hostia, ese está potente, ¿eh? ¡Pollas! Y punto. Chico.
Guess we're all ready.
¿Dónde está el puto mago? Eso es un no dejarlo caer, eh.
What happened to the Royal Army? There's nothing but monsters here.
Me gusta llegar con estilo. Pues justo se acaba el estilo. ¡Hala! ¡Hala! Por Dios. Un mago palito contra los cojones, ¡Muérase, coño! Esto ya sí que tiene pinta de escenario de pelea grande.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy.
Orco caudillo.
I needed that. Well done.
Oh, macho. O sea, está congelada la imagen. Ufa, ahí.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
El roco jefe. Ha durado nada el jefecillo. Paro. ¿Ahora qué va a ser? ¿Un boss normal? O sea, un boss de 1 contra 1. Para eso me va a poner esta build. No hay nadie.
These creatures. Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here?
Se acercan más.
What does he want?
Te estaba buscando, puto espectro.
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would
El tío
expect
este.
no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt. And now you're here. With an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and
El
me.
picha brava.
Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
Divine.
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Septima of House Harvard. And you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Joder, macho, no engancho bien. Joder, se me olvida. Olé, olé, olé.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory.
Ojo, la lanza de Odín.
Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Slow. Nice try.
Vaya por Dios. Vaya. Diluvio de Asgard.
Actually, I wouldn't. Nice try.
Se ha pasado un huevo. Ah, mierda.
Enjoying yourself?
Muy bien. ¡Me toca! Y punto. Remnant derrotado.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
¿Lo ha cargado? Sí.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Vaya por Dios.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Uy, no está muerto este, ¿eh? Uy, se está volviendo acásico. Odín.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Odín, Odín, Odín. Pues tú que iba a hacer un descanso ahora, ¿eh? No le hago nada.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing.
No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
¿Se va a transformar? Uy, la espada.
Try it.
¡Sable justiciero, cuidado! Que es que este es tonto, ¿eh?
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
¿Qué hace esta? ¿Se va a sacrificar?
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Es que... no va a acabar bien la muchacha, seguro, ¿eh? Aparte de los lagazos. Más tarde. Arrabales. Altos hornos. Ah, escapamos. El barco.
Will he be all right?
The Phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece.
¿Qué pasa?
All right?
Ah, vale, el tío.
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
Suena dolor, hombre, sí, que te corten todos los tendones es dolor.
Carrying comestibles
O los
for my
importantes.
ailing nephew.
Para mantenerte vivo.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your
Sí.
gil into the hideaway and now...
Y Jill, a ver, que también has recibido uno, pero no sabemos nada más.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid,
My boy.
your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. Behind
Le
her,
cortó
I
todo lo
wouldn't sail
cortable
without him.
para mantenerlo vivo.
Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
Ya, yo.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures.
Está bien muerta.
As long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocolate.
¿Qué tengo que hacer más recados?
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages.
Jill puede esperar, hay que hacer los recados primero.
We'll have to hope it's enough.
Sí, sí.
Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Ay, Dios mío. Espera, que se me ha caído el mando al suelo. Nada. Rumbo a la guarida. De repente ha hecho un bajón el PC. Hola. Hola. Ahora ha querido entrar. Eso es lo que ha tardado de entrar. Ahora que cargue. Hay un Fenix en el PC. Es el frío de Shiva. Pero ya esperanza.
Right. Gav said. Otto might know something.
Pero no parece que haya así mucha secundaria. Es una principal secundaria. Antes de irme tenía que mirar esto. Hoja rúnica mejorada. Pues nada, la hacemos.
No scratches, right?
Y la podemos mejorar. Hoja rúnica superior.
Yeah, that should do you. That it? Fine.
Bueno, espadita nueva. Nada, lo he dicho que... Si no es para ahora, para luego necesito unas chuches. Oye, por favor, ¿qué le pasa al juego? Un segundo, Ahí. Madre mía. Vale. Así que os pongo así un videito de mientras. Compro tita, me hago el descansito y seguimos ahora con esto, ¿vale? A ver qué os puedo poner de mientras. cuesta? Descanso para Publivideo. Al final no he comprado, pero me he hecho unas palomitas así caseras. Bueno, me ha hecho Ask y estaba ahí comiendo un poquito. Muy ricos. Pues nada, vamos a seguir un poquito, ¿vale? Hasta las 10, así más o menos. A ver. Que le vuelva el volumen a esto. Está bien. Ahora que tengo que hacer 1000 mierdas, pues palomitas. Ahí está. Bueno, por lo menos nos hicimos espadita nueva. Creo que ese era el vídeo más largo que tengo de Recops. El último de terror que hice. Ojo, escorias nuevas y cosas nuevas, premios nuevos. Nuevas recompensas. Ya, tengo talismanes que no he usado. Espérate, voy a mirarme los talismanes. Tengo este que es... Aumenta la cantidad de guiles. Guiles yo ahora ya para qué quiero. ¿Cuál es el tocho que tengo? ¿Cómo se llama? Rayos del juicio. Incrementa el efecto de las pociones, que esto... Y mismamente, así. Que es poca cosa, pero oye, mira, seguro que lo noto. Cometa irisado. Esto es un chocobo, ¿eh? El hombre de negro. Este es el Lost Wing. Dentro. ¿Y chocobo? Vale. Creo que voy a hacer esto antes de ponerme a... O bueno, sabiendo dónde está, vamos a ver qué me ofrece esto. ¿Qué me dicen?
Clive, if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right, but it's a long story.
Se pone al día. Oh, qué buenos están.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to... They're more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things...
Todo este las cosas.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Antes de salir y comernos una carga, vamos a hacer esto.
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
A ver qué más.
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar.
¿Para qué tocas? Mira, Doll, sé que te gustan los acertijos, así que creo que este te va a encantar. El mejor, sin duda, de todos mis inventos es un palacio de arpegiosa reposa. Su arquitectura eres tú, derroche de talento, y no está que tu primera obra. Todavía tengo que poner esa última rima. Buena suerte.
Sid's best invention. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
A curiosidad en la vida de la hija de Cid. Epa. ¡Otto! Epa, casi tiro las palomitas.
Did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box had to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway we didn't want.
Inspecciona el orquestrión. Pero esto es necesario que tú hagas de yo, no tenía un escudero. Hola, joder. Buenas noches.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing.
No, que no haber roto nada.
Didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it is. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing.
Pues aquí, haciendo recaditos fantasy. Pero bueno, hoy con palomitas se puede llevar mejor esto. ¿Tú qué tal, tío? ¿Que lo habéis roto? ¿Lo habéis tocado? ¿Lo habéis roto?
Sí.
All too well. All right.
Ahora mecánico también. Toc, 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 le falla aquí.
Something caught.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah.
No digo sí. ¿Lo arreglas o no?
fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new mute.
Never heard this one before.
LOL.
They started playing when I removed this.
¿Qué coño es eso?
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important that Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuffed dream. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Pues ya está. Cosa encontrada. Casi le velo, por esta mierda misión. Este es temón. O la versión bien, la de Cid.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Lose a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
¿A dónde?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after?
No.
No, pero ¿a dónde? ¿No tiene a dónde ir? ¿A dónde va?
He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are not much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's prince?
Ya, este fue tonto, se dejó comer un sable justiciero.
Then at least try to stay safe.
Pero ¿dónde está Jill? Hay que buscar a Jill.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
No me puedo creer. Una misión cortarrollos, otra vez. Buah, Jill, ¿qué más da, no? Lo primero son secundarias. ¿De qué te pasa? A ver.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which, I'm
worried about it.
Bueno, si es misión para el herrero, sí me interesa,
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this. So obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're...
Tribulaciones de un herrero. 3.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then.
Hombre, el momento es ahora. Como siempre será hablar bla 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 bla, que ha visto no sé qué. De un tendero. O de Caron. Y a buscarlo en algún lado. ¿Qué te pasa, socio, hombre?
Bloody hell, Clive.
No.
That remains to be seen.
Y tengo un escudero para esto, pero no sé dónde está.
He showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said...
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps.
¿Por qué no tienen que meter la vida del herrero? No entiendo.
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of the apprentice together.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to block the ring, brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I fast has improved, though. More than I thought possible.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, man.
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make...
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep... As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put mine, because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of...
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
Entonces lo matamos y ya está.
Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second. Swallow your pride. And for keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract...
What'd you say, Blackthorn? It's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's his name?
In Dravozd, my old village. You won't...
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can. And I'll make sure
ahí cerca está el chocobo.
Good luck with that.
Así que 2 pájaros de un tiro. Voy a hacer lo del chocobo y... eso. Y la misión está. Quiero corroborar, Recorre los campos en busca de presas, vale. Es por Tabor. Tengo que buscar los campos de Tabor. ¿Será esto? Esta le tengo palomitas. Que las imágenes están bonitas, son chulas, pero tardan demasiado en cargar a veces. Depende de qué zona. Venga, hombre. Me da tiempo a comerme otra palomita. Sí, sí, Odín se cargó la RAM, Venga.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed it. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little... Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just...
Ya veremos.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough, you?
on then.
Gracias.
Much obliged.
Oye, pues la ciudad es bonita.
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be a... Clive, you're good with people. You speak to some...
Hey, you ain't backing it.
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge...
All right.
I appreciate it.
Vaya
Meet me at
movida.
the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
Forge on the hill.
Good luck.
Espera, que... ¡Ah! Que se han creído. Tengo una misión principal primero.
Ready, go? Yeah!
A ver, vamos a buscar el chocobillo. Tiene que ser un chocobo travieso y muy malo.
This won't be easy.
Igual no está ni por aquí. Y ahí hay un grupo de chocobos. O alguno me sabe decir. ¡Hay chocobines! No, esos son salvajes. Sí, en estas zonas tan grandes sí. La verdad es que es un poco caca eso, pero bueno. Pues aquí no está, ¿eh? Nos tenemos que comer otra carga, ¿eh? Lamentablemente. ¡Ah! No, que no me gusta comer mientras juego palomitas de estas cosas que pringuen la mano, pero guau, qué buenos están. Venga.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
A ver si encontramos un chocobo por aquí. por Dios. Aquí no hay cochobos, Vamos, no el que yo estoy buscando.
Good girl. Yo creo que por estos rincones no va a estar, Aunque por esa zona, joder, no iba a estar ya seguro, segurísimo. Qué buenas están. Pues nada, hacemos una noche y todo eso, ¡Ojo! Y me he equivocado de zona. Muchísimas gracias por esa raid y bienvenidos a todos que vengáis de su parte, sentiros como en casita. Bienvenidos a los telutrios.
Nos ha raideado con 14 personitas. Bienvenidos y sentiros como en casa.
Buenas y hambrientas noches. ¿Qué tal, caballero? ¿Todo bien? ¿A qué estáis dándole?
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Los jueves al Schroeder, joder. Qué guay. O sea, ya tenéis una partida avanzada y todo, ¿no? Supongo. Pues lleváis tiempo en el Schroeder. Venga, Chocobo. Venga, Chocobo. No puede subir eso. ¿Será un canguro? Oh, qué guay. Sí, yo tengo que darle algún día una oportunidad.
No need to ride from here.
¿Por qué hay bandidos aquí? A ver si le convenzo a David. A Neon es fácil convencerle a ese juego. Pero a ver, David. Es droga. Aunque tiene mucha cueva, muchas cosas así. Sé que tiene construcción así, pero no sé cómo va. He visto muy poquito. No, este juego tiene muchas cargas. Por lo menos en PC tiene muchísimas cargas y tardan algunas. Hombre. No, voy a mirar al norte a ver si hay por aquí algún chocobo o algo raro. Pues mueres y haces misiones.
The free city. This is no time to ride. Ready go?
Yo eso tengo que convencer a colegas para jugar, la verdad. Pero no me importaría darle.
Faster.
Ah, eso es un orco. Hombre, la idea, lo suyo, vamos. Ah, qué guay. Muy bien. Nada, hombre, pues que aproveche la cena, caballero. Y gracias por la raid. No hay chocobos, por la vista. Estela de titanio. Tira. ¡Hala! En un chocobo. En esta cosilla. Un cachopo.
Run like the wind.
Ay, ay, ay. ¡Es una trampa! ¡Epa ahí, epa ahí! Pues no encuentro al chocobo ese en los campos. Es que eran los campos de Tabor. Pero aquí no hay campos. Los más cercanos son los de aquí. Vamos a hacer la misión del herrero y creen por saco. Luego ya si es caso a la vuelta. Que no sé, me da un poco de para cometer chocobicidio. Aunque puede estar curioso, el boss. Venga.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
Se la forja madre.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off.
Anda con problemas.
And if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Qué majo.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something.
Nada, ha sido llegar y nos echan del pueblo ya. Qué majos. Mira, qué felicidad.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to pick.
As a personal favor to him, yeah.
Well, at least he didn't beat about...
There'll be no talking him round.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know what turned the village against
Ya, ¿qué
you.
hiciste?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats, and bit by bit, people started taking... You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So...
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting... Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnace...
Chan, chan, chan.
Depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire.
Claro,
We manage it in the
no
dead
puede,
ones.
¿por qué no hacen uso en madera,
Thanks to
macho?
Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. New crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravosh won't last long without its furnaces, so... Do you think it's time we... way I see it?
Hold on, Blackthorn.
¿Los fuelles?
Sid made those things for us. They give us... and you'd be throwing it away.
Ah, con lo que trabaja él.
All right. This place was your home. Oh, Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever... Let this be another step on the road to free. Dravosh will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
Claro, está
Put it
bien.
that way. Of course. It's like hearing.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you?
All right then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me... I need leather for the bellows and
A
nothing
matar
else
un
will
bicho.
stand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed it.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Consigue piel de salamandra. Bueno, está bien. Me apetecía combatir un poco ya, hombre. Así rebusco bien a ver si encuentro el chocobo. Toma pata, chocobo.
Enough of you, are there?
Yo no veo por aquí ningún chocobo, ¿eh? Todo es mentira. Mentira. Todo es mentira. Cerca. Ese bichaco ese,
Let's
¿no?
make this quick, shall we? This one is it.
Mucho ha durado. ¡Hala, lagazo! Oye, oye, oye.
Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Get him. Too slow.
O sea, mira, al final. Acabado.
say that would be enough for a decent set of bellows? Come on.
Pues aquí no hay chocado que valga, ¿eh? Será de otro lado. Un bonito bicho. Corre.
No need to ride from here.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Right then. Time to put these louds to everyone pulls their weight. We'll be finished in no time.
Momentos más tarde.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a... You know what this means, don't you? I do, yeah. Dravoshed is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest to God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer. Our secret for yours. Only fair.
Hombre, pues sí. Él venía buscando esto, además.
I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. But he took all his talent and left. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
No.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well,
O por lo menos se salva la aldea.
Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially
Está
when they involve
tensita la cosa
GPs as
así.
well grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git...
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Ya, pero quiero hacer lo del chocobo. ¿Dónde coño puede estar el chocobo? En los campos de Tavos. Pero aquí no hay campos. Vamos a volver. Sí. Yo tengo que cenar. Me queda aquí todavía mogollón de palomitas. La guarida sí que tarda, ¿eh?
Gentlemen, I see you both met.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows up. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have some.
Cook.
Pit gold cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. You didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Imagine that.
Dramas fantasy otra vez.
Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than... I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of it. And if that helps save even a single life... What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he sounds like I'm about to get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
Se le va a subir a la cabeza,
I know you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put
Bueno, mientras me haga una espada mejor, a mí me vale.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets.
Level 40. Diseño de Uroboros. El cinturón más poderoso de todos. Uroboros.
What do I owe the honor? What's that for you, dear?
¿Dónde está lo de Uroboros? Uroboros. La pluma rojinegra es del chocobo que estoy buscando, pero no son de hostias esta. Y la lengua petra, pues no sé.
Anything else?
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty to guide you in your search.
Qué buena canción.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to me and the
A ver, los campos en busca de presas. Vale, ese es uno. El otro. Este es el Lost Wing y el dragón ya sabemos dónde está. Tengo otra misión más. ¿Qué pasa ahora?
She can't kick this up. Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Tyre's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in day. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear they'll hide it.
Lágrimas de misericordia.
To tell you to do anything.
Thank you.
Pues nada, venga, vamos a ayudarla.
Well, Talia, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost... If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony.
How would tears help this?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia.
You wouldn't. There must be something we can do for...
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can... You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. I can make the draft if you can bring...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a
Un hígado de no sé qué.
venom weeping spider that lives in the forests of Northern, near Lawbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with... I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Ingredientes, tío. Un ojo de araña.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Ya, pero hostia. Ojos de araña. Ah, ya haremos esta misión y tendremos que dejarlo ya. Pues a las 10 ya. A lo tonto. También este juego me pasa el tiempo volando. Esto que en su día era una ciudad viviente, que había gente viviendo aquí. Qué pena.
This is no time to ride.
¿Cómo no?
Ambrosia won't help me here. This is no time to ride.
Bueno.
Good girl.
Venga, por favor. ¡Que lagazos!
Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. You deserve a rest.
Ya has hecho una bonita entrada. Tan bonita que...
This might take a while.
Que no valía para nada. A ver, arañitis. Arañitis. Vaya, en fila todas. Tienen vida, las arañas. Y chipún.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Va, misión más chorra. Por alargar. Hola, Rodríguez.
Thank goodness you're back. Talia looks like she's about to collapse. Yes, it is. Thank you. I'm loath to give a patient Alicia, but a single dose dulls even the most agonizing. But it may be a gentle way to die, but I wish there was another way.
Pero no la hay, está seco el hombre.
How are you feeling?
Light, mid-here. Drifting on waves.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Talia. I'm so proud of you.
Hombre, sí. Pero bueno, es lo que es la vida.
He's gone. Thank you, Rodrigo. And you, Clive?
Oh, see that he's
Pero en la vida pasa también, hay veces que no se puede hacer nada. Hay que estar preparado también. No sé si a ti te ha pasado o a alguien le ha pasado, pero a mí sí me ha pasado.
Back in the Southern Isles, on the front lines of some meaningless war. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents to treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands, I was next to useless. Until he taught me the true physicers are.
An art we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy were his gift to the bearers of the world. A respite from the agony of the...
And a kindness Sid would have approved.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bearer soldier. Marched from one battle to the next. A commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor... I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen too many of my friends. Something need... And we need to be the...
And we will.
I hope so.
Para empezar, que no haya más recados, por favor. No me lo puedo creer. He dicho que ya basta,
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you...
Pues si es recibir, vale.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely... Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take it...
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. Entire.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go. I'll take that particular piece of advice when... Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
Bueno. Cofre de medicinas. No. Es un adorno. Oye, ya basta. ¿Qué es esto?
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to Mid and the others? They'll be fine as long as Cyrus... He's a surly soaker.
A ver, árbol este. Muy bien, ¿no? Sí. ¿A ti qué te pasa ahora?
Sid, do you recall the flout?
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take... I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe...
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know.
Con un Morbol.
Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them... I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor... The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to...
Ve tú a por él.
And all you need is a single vine.
That is correct. A single... As for the Morble, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most... Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hut.
How timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Sentimos escoria. Pues vamos a hacerlo ya, ¿no? Oh. Ya han quedando poquitas, escorias, creo.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Buena, Sirius. Es una clase B solo. Sí. Sí. Marjares de 3 juncos. Joder, es aquí. Esta. No tiene pérdida esta. Nos van quedando pocas. Los que están extremadamente buenas. Resulta que son caseras.
Ready, go?
¿Qué ha pasado? Lagazos.
Straight home now.
Fifi. Dale, Infrit. Fitoinmersión. el molbol o la carta, sí. Y a casa. Muy bien, esto buscaba también.
That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
¿Cómo ha sonado eso? Me retumba todos los dientes. Tentáculos de Fifi, próximamente en sus cines más cercanos. Os acabo de misiones chorras, por ahora.
Sid,
Sí, sí, meter lagazos también.
satchel is twitching in a...
Yeah. It's your problem now.
What an amazing specimen. The flesh positively throbs with vitality. If I can when I successfully graft this to the Morgan beards, I suspect that...
Momentos más tarde.
It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with heretofore unseen vigor. I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens as well.
I'm glad I could be of assistance.
You've not only helped us, Sid, you've saved us. Do you recall the extract with which I provided you before? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the invigorated Morganbeards. Would you believe? Its potency has nearly doubled. You must accept this file as thanks for your assistance. The rest, I shall give to Taya.
Pues guay, de nada. Qué bien. Has potenciado aún más los efectos de los objetos consumibles. Efecto maximizado de los objetos consumibles. Ahora que se ha conseguido el estatus de L'Oreal Nayede mejorado, las pociones y ultimaciones se les traerán aún más vitalidad. Además, el efecto de las sales que duran más, ¿no? Vale. Poder cultivar donde no hay maná. Bien. Se acabaron las misiones, ¿no? O quedarían las escorias esas. No sé si luego habrá más. Sitio no hay. Igual luego me sacan una fila más o algo, pero no sé.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes of plenty to guide you in your search.
Voy a echar un vistazo, a ver.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi. What will happen to me and the others?
Sitio no hay. Bueno, igual aquí escueto otra fila. Pero si no, sitio no hay. ¿Tú qué dices que no hay? ¿Estos son todos o hay alguno más escondido? Seguro que igual hay alguno escondido. Estos podría hacerlo el siguiente día. Tranquilamente. Este... Vamos a esperar a ser un poquito más de level.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Joder. Y estas son las últimas misiones. Hostia, pues todavía quedan, ¿eh? Hasta 2850. Todavía me quedan 1300 puntos. Madre mía. Madre mía. Madre mía.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
En fin, lo dicho, lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿vale? Que todavía hay que cenar. Y luego esta noche quiero... Gracias. Vale, exacto. Menos mal, estaba pensando porque, joder, para las últimas cosas me pedía un montón de puntos.